Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Caffeinated Content where we talk about great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. And once again, I'm here at Magnum Coffee in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. What is a strategy? Why do you need a strategy? And how do you develop a strategy? So let me give you some insights on why you need not only a strategy, but a written strategy. Harvard Business Review did a study on all the graduates from Harvard. And they found that the top 3% performing graduates, now get this, these are the people that already graduated Harvard. The top 3% of their graduates who performed in business, making money, succeeding in life, had written plans and strategies. And they found that this was the common denominator amongst Harvard graduates, those who wrote down their plans and their ideas and their strategies and held themselves accountable with a written strategy. So what I want to do with you, now this isn't all the knowledge or know-how concerning writing a strategy, so I want to give you kind of a growth hack, a short version, a Reader's Digest version of how to create a written strategy. So number one, you want to write down the overall goal. Now that goal should be measured by some type of statistic, meaning, I want to make $1 million, I want to add 100 clients, I want my business to grow by 25%. You want to have some type of numerical association with the goal. Not necessary, but I highly recommend it. So number one, you want to write down a very specific goal that you want to achieve and by a certain time. So in 2019, I want to add 100 coaching clients. Or in 2019, I want to sell 25 homes. Whatever it is that you want to do, you want to write that down very specifically. Number two, you now need to assess and write down all your resources. And what I mean by resources is any type of individual, association, connection, technology, personnel, money, finance, space, anything that you can leverage to get yourself towards the goal. So you want to list out everything that you have to hand. Now you don't want to write down the things you can't get, and that's the number one reason why people don't achieve their goals is they look at all the things they don't have. So once we write down your goal, we want to assess the resources you do have access. It could be, I have a large email database. I have the following connections with partnerships. I have the following, I belong to a certain memberships. I belong to the chamber, so I can access that. I know this guy, I know that guy. I've got a certain amount of money in the bank. I can access loans. Anything that you can access is a resource. And if you still don't quite know what I mean by resource, get out a really big dictionary and look up and define the word resource. Okay, anything that you can access, and you want to list these things out. That's second point. The third point is coming up with the bright ideas of how to leverage those resources to move you towards your goal. Those bright ideas will be written down as objectives. An objective is a lesser goal. So you have the goal, point number one. Point number two, you've listed out all your resources, the people, the associations, the money, your credit, anything you can leverage in your favor. And then number three, what are the bright ideas of how to use said resources to achieve said goal? Those bright ideas are now written down as clear objectives that you can assign to self or others. So it may be, resource, I have a mailing list or have an email list. Objective, I will send out great content once a week to my email list to attract more clients to help me to reach my overall sales goal. Okay, that would be a specific objective that you would write down, a bright idea. Another bright idea could be, I know this individual. I'm going to co-brand with this individual, access their database to drive more clients, more brand awareness in my direction, and I will reward my co-branding partner in such a way to help me generate more sales to get me to my goal. You see what I'm saying? So Again, this isn't everything there is about a strategy. I'm giving you a very quick template, a growth hack of how to do it. Now, why do I harp on this point about strategy? Because when I walk into a business that has business problems where they're not meeting their sales objectives, and believe me, I've consulted very large companies, people with degrees from Stanford and USC and Harvard, all the big schools. And they're sitting there going, well, we don't know how to do this, we don't know how to leverage digital media, and we're not sure if we should do Google or Facebook or YouTube, and they're confused. And I go, great, can I see your written marketing and sales strategy? One for one, they never have one. They do not have a written strategy. So how are you going to coordinate all your resources, all the forces, all your assets, if you don't even have a written strategy in which to coordinate around, to gain agreement around, and assign responsibilities and duties? It's not going to happen. And believe me, when you force these individuals to actually come to a point of agreement and establish a written strategy, a lot of confusion blows off, a lot of disagreements start to come to the surface, a lot of other problems that haven't been confronted start to come to the surface. Yet those are all the problems that need to be addressed within the organization to get the overall goal achieved with the resources. Believe me, this drill, this exercise elicits a lot of misemotion, but in the end, it puts a lot of order and a lot of focus and a lot of sanity within the organization when you do this. Now, if you need help putting together a written strategy, you should reach out to me or just buy my book, Power Branding Secrets, and I cover in several chapters what a strategy is, how to develop one, and how to develop one specifically on how to create content that then leads to further brand awareness, customer acquisition, business development, and growth and revenue. Hopefully you found this episode of Facebook Live, which will then be uploaded to YouTube, you found this video of value. If you do, please share it. Give it a thumbs up, give it a happy face, do whatever you do. Thank you for all the hearts. And anyways, reach out to me if you need assistance. My name is Edwin Dearborn, author of the best-selling book, Power Branding Secrets. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.